Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto and Konoha 12 with their family went into the past. And yeah, guys, it's an unscripted movie as well. Now, before continuing this, if you haven't, then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without further ado, let's begin with our story. Our story begins in Konoha's Central Park as we see Konoha's 7th Hokage, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, with his wife and friends just resting there enjoying their peaceful holiday. As it was parent-child holiday, Naruto and his friends planned a get-together that day as well, as his friends and their family and kids were also there. But his oldest son Boruto and his rival slash friend's daughter Sarada were not present. As they arrived there with Mitsuki as well, with a turtle in their hands. Hey Tochan, what does this turtle do? As they were talking about the Chunin exam at the time. As unknown to everyone, the turtle got activated. Please insert time. I wish we could go back to our Chunin exam. It was one hell of a day that day. Isn't it? As Temari said, yeah, it was. As Turtle closed his eye, confirmed time. Time of the Chunin exams back in 18 to 12 years. As there was a bright light, as Naruto knew what was happening. Boruto, where did you? Before he could finish, a bright light emerged from the turtle as Boruto let go of it and engulfed every one of them. As when the light died down, there was no one present there. The park was empty itself, as the whole squad, alongside with their children, vanished without a trace. As they were traveling through the time wall, Boruto got yelled at by his mother. Boruto, how much should I tell you that don't mess around with your father's stuff? And Naruto-kun, how much should I tell you that put those things far away without grasp of our kids? I'm sorry, Hime, it's just that... You idiot, it's because of you that your mother is yelling at me. Huh? Me? You're the one who just lays around and put your stuff that way. As Sasuke then said, Mata-kun, I should have put it carefully away in my own house instead. Sarada, what were you thinking? Sakura said. I was just curious, Sakura said, as they all turned towards Mitsuki. You didn't try to stop him? No, why would I? It seemed like fun, and we were bored as hell today. As Konohamaru just facepalmed himself, who was also there, alongside with Kurenai and Mirai. As Kakashi was also present there, and Guy as well. As when the light died down, they were suddenly in Chunin exam ground hall. On to the other side, as we see the young Konoha 12 in the stands as the Chunin exam preliminary rounds were about to begin. The third was about to address them. Suddenly a bright light emerged as the Anbu got on guard, and when the light died down, there in front of them stood grown-up Konoha 12? Rookie 12? Which caused everyone to gasp, as the blonde man with a cape that said 7th Fire Shadow stood there, with 3 whisker marks on his cheek. The older generation, mainly Danzo, Hamura, Koharu, and Hiruzen knew who it was. Naruto? Saruto BGG, Naruto said, looking up at the old man confused, as the Konoha sensei's eyes widened. Is that Naruto? As then, the Genins picked up, mainly Shikamaru. Oh, what a drag. He said out loud as Shikamaru just facepalmed himself as Temari just giggled. As Shikara then said, Ne Oyaji, you really were a lazy bastard back in the day, huh? And you say that I should work hard. How come that's fair? As his mother said, Shikadai, do you want to get bonked on the head again? As the young Temari, alongside with Gaara and Kankuro, looked confused at their grown-up sister. Is that Temari? Wait, how can I be her? I'm here, remember? But they do appear in bright light. As Sarutobi jumped down via Sunshin and appeared in front of them, alongside with the rest of Konoha's Jonins, mainly the main ones, as they stood in front of their grown-up students now. And kids? As Hiyashi and the rest of the clan heads watched from the stands, as Inoichi Yamanaka watched a blonde-haired, teal-green-eyed kid clenching to Ino's leg, as a grown-up Ino was in a protective manner, and a black-haired dude was protecting her. Wait, her princess was being protected and a kid? Oh no, her princess was married. He had let go of her princess. How could he have allowed this? If he saw his older self, he will punch him to the face. But he gotta admit, being a grandfather, does have a nice ring to it. As Shikaku looked at his grandson, examining it, as he noted, approved. He's a lazy bastard like us. I approve wholeheartedly. As Choza Akamichi looked at Choji Akamichi in grown-up form, Abby, looks like Choji's healthy, and who's this? He looked at Chocho and was amazed by her strength and chubbiness. I'm proud of you, son. You birthed a strong daughter, and a healthy one as well. I hope she can eat 80 beefsteaks with me as a competition, and let's see who's more powerful. As onto the main ground, Hiruzen then said, Naruto, is that you? Yes. As much as it sound, it is me. As he pointed towards Sasuke. Sasuke Uchiha, his wife Sakura Uchiha. Wait, what? Said a voice from the upper stands as the whole crowd was silent. The people were confused as the demon brat was their Hokage? Were they drunk or something? Or did he do something cool or stuff? Nonetheless, his sensei was happy, as then Kakashi looked at his older self. Wait, what happened to your eye? I mean, our eye. Ma, everything is in order. I will tell you, or should I? As Sasuke then said, No, sensei, we shouldn't. It will alter the future too much. As unknown to them, the Kazekage, who was hidden as Orochimaru, looked at a kid with bright white hair and pale skin with yellow eyes. Who is this kid? He smells like me. As Kabuto was also thinking along the same lines, as everyone's eyes fell upon the kid. Naruto, whose kid is this? I get it that they are all yours kids because they resemble. But who is this kid? Oh, he's Orochimaru's son, Naruto said enchantedly, as everyone gasped. You let a traitor's son join you? On the upper stand, Orochimaru was quite surprised as his eyes were wide. My son? Yeah, he turned a new leaf. Well, later on in the future, he will, actually. And he created his own son. And he was able to achieve what he really wanted. Well, not like the way he wanted, but in a desperate situation, he did achieve what he wanted. Like immortality? Yes, he is immortal now. And he created his own son because he was, lonely. And he wanted that son to join Konoha and serve as a loyal shinobi for his redemption. And thus, Mitsuki is here. As up in the stands, Orochimaru smiled. So I guess I do have a son and a feelings. My feelings do change in the future, which is quite good. I see. But the main question is, was I able to achieve what I truly wanted? I will get my answer soon. But not now. I must see what the story unfolds before my eyes, he thought to himself. As the young Konoha's 11 looked at their counterparts. Hey, Naruto yelled out, is that really me? Ha! On your face, you idiots! I'm the 7th Hokage! Bow down to my awesomeness! As Boruto then said. Wow, Dad, you really were a prick back in the day. Oi, what are you calling a prick? Said young Naruto. You dipshit. As, Hinata bonked Boruto on the head. Boruto, that's your father. As Hiyashi's eyes widened, as did Neji's. But Mom, he's the one who started it, and plus, he's not my dad. At least not yet. Up in the stands, Hinata fainted. And, as for Naruto, he blushed. I have a son, and it's this dipshit? Naruto-gun. Hinata got out of a stupor. That's your son, at least in the future. Everyone was quite confused. How did Hinata gain such confidence? Did she already thought that she was married to Naruto? And what was this? Sakura was married to Sasuke? Ino didn't took that well. Then she looked at her counterpart. What was wrong with her? She was beautiful and gorgeous. And then she saw the black-haired man. Danzo was seething. It was none other than Sai. As Sai, who was his Anbu, jumped down and removed his mask, as he looked at the boy, he felt a connection to this boy somehow. It reminded him of his older brother, and he just felt close to him. As Sai got in a defensive stance, I know what you're thinking, but I will not let you harm him. I don't care if you are my counterpart or even me. No, I was just curious. I see. But I have to remove that seal, as in front of Danzo's eyes, the root seal on Sai's tongue was removed by the older Sai. Now it's good. You're free from his clutches. As Sai's eyes widened. Really? Yes, you are. You will regain your emotions back. Now I can let you meet our son. Meet Inojin. Inojin Yamanaka. Inojin, meet me from the past. It's quite weird, Tosan, but hey, Tosan. A lot younger Tosan, actually. How are you doing? As up in the stands, Ino just blushed looking at the younger Sai and their son. In the upper stands, in clan heads column, Inuichi then said, Isn't my grandchild cute? Nay, what do you say, hun? Yes, honey, calm down. I really want to go down and meet Ino-chan and our grandson in due time. As Tizunmi just grumbled, Where's my grandson? As she yelled at the older Kiba who was there with older Akamaru. Still working on it, ma. Don't worry. We'll find a girl this year, I promise. You better! You damn idiot. Man. As the younger Kiba said, What happened to us being alpha, man? You're making us look bad. You damn idiot, because of that attitude, no girl came near me. I need to set my younger self straight. As then the younger Sasuke looked at his family. He was married to his fangirl that annoyed him to no end. And he had a kid? Wow, that was really surprising. Unknown to them, two Akatsuki members who infiltrated Konoha were also seeing this. Itachi, or if they are here from the future, does that mean we lost? Kisame said. I do not know, Kisame. As Itachi was looking at his little brother's grown-up form and his wife and his niece, he had a smile on his face. I'm proud of you, Sasuke, he thought. But then he saw one hand and he frowned. What happened to his hand? And why is Naruto's right hand different from his left one? Why is it bandaged? As on the main ground, Hiruzen and the rest of the Konoha's Jonins were frozen. They couldn't utter a word, as they were silent during the exchange between them and their younger selves, and some of their family members. As then Hiruzen then said, Naruto, it's so good to see you, and I really am proud of you. How far you have came. Thanks, Didi. Coming from you, it means a lot to me. As Hiruzen then said, Everyone is dismissed. Leave us, please. The Jonin exams are put on hold. I'm sorry, Kazekage-sama, I hope you don't mind. No, I really don't. Temari, why don't you go greet your older self? You too as well, Gaara, Kankuro. As the three of them nodded. As before Kazekage left, he glanced one last time to Mizuki, but he was surprised when Mizuki glanced at him, as he smiled and waved. Does he know? As from his sleeve a white snake came as he made his way towards Orochimaru, and in snake tongue he said, I know, To-chan, your secret is safe with me, but please, stop your plans. It will get you nowhere. You will lose your ability to use jutsu at the cost of Santam's life. I see. As the snake dispersed, Orochimaru smirked, Thanks, my son. I think that I have to work early on for your development now. You are my greatest creation after all. The one who will get rid of the most hated part of me, loneliness. As he left, as well, we go back to the only left Konoha and their counterparts. So how did we get here? As Sara then said, because of Boruto Baka here, we got here, eh? What do you mean? As Hiyashi then came down. Hinata, you married Naruto. Yes, To-chan. And believe it or not, you allowed it. Really? As Himawari, who was sleeping by the time this was going on because she was bored as hell, woke up and saw her grandfather figure. Oji-san! As she jumped down and hugged her grandfather. As Hiyashi was surprised by this. Does she always greet me like this? You smother her with love. You and Himawari are quite close actually, and so could be said for Boruto as well. And believe it or not, my little sister Hanabi is quite close with them as well. What about me? Neji asked Hinata-sama. He was quite serious. Hinata looked that demanded respect and quite elegant and like a princess. I'm sorry, Neji-san, I can't tell. Neji thought that he was still an arrogant bastard as he was in future, as he was already thinking that Hinata didn't deserve what he did to her. Just because he lost his father, because of Hinata's father, he didn't have to turn his anger on her. It should be directed towards main family. That was what he was thinking, but now he thought that he was still the same prick, and it added more to his guilt. As then, Boruto said, "Is that Neji Uncle Neji that you mentioned? Ka-chan?" "Yes, it's him. Please do not talk about that matter right now, Boruto." "But why, Ka-chan? You always made us visit his grave whenever we visited the Yuga compound." Hiyashi's breath hitched. "What? Grave? Did something happen to Neji?" Younger Lee said, "Neji! No! My youthful friend, I will not let this happen to you." As Tenten was also quite saddened by this, and then Guy realized he wasn't anywhere he could see as he looked at the faces of the ones who appeared from future. "It seems I as well am dead. My youthfulness has come to an end." "No! Not Sensei, you too!" As then older Lee rubbed his cheek and said, As then a voice was heard, "I'm not dead. Nobody can diminish my flames of youth. Dynamic entry!" And with the help of his hands, he jumped in the air and jumped in front of everyone on a wheelchair. As younger Kakashi face-palmed himself. "Oh my god. Even if he is... Wait, why is he on a wheelchair?" "Yes, I would like to know as well. Why am I on the wheelchair, older me, and much wiser me, and more youthful me?" "It happens because I fought a very strong enemy and I used the inner gates," as everyone guessed. "But how come you were able to survive that?" "Because of Naruto over here. He had awesome powers from the old sage man," he said so himself. As everyone looked towards Naruto, as Naruto chuckled, "I wasn't the only one. Sasuke also had the other half." You see, as both of them began to explain what occurred in the near future about the Fourth Shinobi War and how they fought at the cost of their comrades, their family members and loved ones, and how they overcame and Kakashi became the sixth Hokage. This Kakashi was quite surprised and asked, "Wait, chotto matte, you said that Obito is alive out there and he's the one who is the mastermind behind Sensei's death, and he's after us because we killed Rin." "Yes, at least that's what I think." "Wow, that doesn't make any sense, but okay, I'll buy that." "So, what does he look like?" "Orange mask person with one eye hole." At the end, he realized his mistake and helped us defeat Kaguya. He was manipulated, and so was Madara Uchiha by none other than Zetsu. Unknown to them, the Akatsuki member who were hidden also heard this. Zetsu. So he's the one who is behind this. And Sasuke was the only person who asked his older person, so we did kill our Nichan. Yes, we did. And it wasn't pleasant. I know about that because he just told that story about us from the future. Then Konoha is to blame. No, Danzo is. And he has paid dearly with his life about that, he said, glaring at Danzo, who flinched. "Do not think I don't know, Danzo. I will rip you to new shreds if I want to, but this Sasuke deserves his revenge, as I have gotten mine, and we will have our revenge." As Sasuke then disappeared with the help of his Rinnegan and exchanged places with Kisame, as where he stood, Kisame was there. "Wait, what?" As everyone's eyes widened, as they got alert, as Naruto then single-handedly immobilized Kisame by engulfing himself with yellow flame and strange black markings, as everyone gasped, "Kyuubi's chakra." But it's tamed, as even the younger Naruto and the Kyuubi inside the cage eyes widened. It seems I really let this kid use my power. As if hearing the distraught of the old Kurama, the new Kurama said from the future, "Yes, this Gaki is troublesome, but we have to look after him, as we did behind the cage. You have to generally come to an understanding and join hands as partner against the Ten Tails." You mean that beast will be revived? Yes, and Kaguya will come. We have to defeat her, and in order to do so, we must join forces. Unknown to them, Gaara was also hearing this, and Shikaku was now shitting his pants. His great-grandmother, Kaguya Otsutsuki, was coming, and oh boy, was he now scared. Hey, you two dumb foxes. Huh, the Baka Tanuki is scared, isn't he? Said the new Kurama. Oh, you wanna go, new fox? Huh? Well, I am him from the future, so we are basically the same, and 2 over 1. Shouldn't it be quite wonderful and awesome to beat down on this Baka Tanuki once and for all? The older Kurama smirked. Yes, it will be fun. As Kurama then realized, you are complete. How is that possible? It will happen soon, once the 4th war start. I see. I will not ask for many things, but is the kid worthy? He is the one who was said to come in the near future by Tosan. As Kyuubi's eyes widened, is this brat really the one? Yes, the one and only. Why do you think I trust him so much? Much more than my life. And so did the other Bijus. They lended him a part of their chakra. You as well, Baka Tanuki. Really? Yes. And believe it or not, you are free from your Jinchuriki in the future because Akatsuki was able to extract you. And you became the guardian of Suna and hailed as a hero and their guardian spirit. Really, huh? That is awesome. Yeah, much more awesome than being hailed as a bloodthirsty monster, right? You are right, Baka Fox. I agree with you on this one. Anyways, so how come you are here? You see that little kitten over there? Yes. Because of his foolishness. He's Naruto's kid. And he's as dumb as his father was at his age. Foolishness run deeply within their family, I guess. Yup, it does. It really does. As on the other side, the younger ones met their kids finally, and their senses as well, as Asuma was surprised when a young girl came up to him. Hey dad, how are you doing? As Asuma was quite surprised, and so was Hiruzen, as another person came in front of him. Hey Ji-san, hey Asumani. Konohamaru? Yeah, it's me, it's good to meet you too. Again. As they realized that something must have happened, as an older kunai came. Hello, Asuma. Hello, Okage-sama. It's good to meet you. Asuma, I want you to meet yours and my daughter that will be born in future. Her name is Mirai Sarutobi Yuhi. As Kurenai and Asuma blushed, but then Asuma realized he wasn't there. You were killed by an Akatsuki member. As Shikamaru, who was grown up, looked at his father and said, but I got your revenge. At least that's what I did. He deserved to die. Can you tell me whose hand did I die at? Hidan. As Kisame then said, that damn immortal? Damn it, that Jashinist. So, you mean to say that Zetsu was manipulating us? Yes, he was. On the other side, we go to the upper stair, as I almost forgot about that, honestly, but anyways, back to the story. As Itachi came face to face with older Sasuke, but he was surprised at the sudden speed and the power of Sasuke, and then he saw Rinnegan in Sasuke's one eye. You have achieved Rinnegan and great power, Sasuke. Nissan. Why? You know the answer, Sasuke, and you still ask me why? No, I know the answer why you did it, but why did you choose me? Why did you left me alive? You could have killed me off alongside our parents. As, once again, Itachi put his 2 fingers on Sasuke's forehead, as he tapped them. Because you are precious to me. More precious than my own life. And that is why I vowed to myself that I will protect you from this cursed shinobi world. But it looks like I was the one who pushed it upon you by setting you on revenge. You are really idiot, Nissan. You know that? As Itachi was surprised. I'm sorry, what? You miscalculated everything. You could have told me this from the get-go. What was happening? I could have trusted you with a heartbeat. I still could and still will. Here's a medicine I made Sakura prepare for you. Or for myself in case I have the same illness as you. You can use it. It's been unused, but you can use it. It will be effective. Really now. Thanks. As he disappeared with Itachi and came down as well. As the young Itachi came face to face with his younger brother. Hello, Sasuke. Nissan. What are you doing here? As the older Sasuke put a genjutsu of his Mangekyo and showed the younger Sasuke his memories. Again, how he lived through it. As the younger Sasuke's Mangekyo came to life. As blood leaked from his eyes as he clutched his head. What did you do to him? Younger Kakashi asked. I showed him my memories. What happened in the future. And trust me, I'd rather not go down the same path I did. He really did become an S-rank criminal, said the older Kakashi. As Sarada then said, you really did? As the older Sasuke flinched. Yes, Sarada. And you turned back good, right? Yes, I did. That's awesome, Dad. At least you didn't turn good, right? And that's all I need to know. As Sasuke smiled for the first time. As the older generation looked, it was a nice smile and Itachi was happy. As Sarada came in front of Itachi. So, hey uncle, why do you have glasses? It's just that my eyes hurt when, I don't know. She was born with weak eyes. Can she use Sharingan? Yes, she can, but not to the great power just like you two. I see. Well, it's all good. Well, she covered it up with her super strength from me that she inherited. Really now? Can my clone has a spar with you, as in a murder of crows, and Itachi's clone came? Sure thing, as everyone backed away and saw how Sarada fought with Itachi's clone. As Itachi was surprised as the fist of Sarada met with a rock as it shattered. As everyone gulped, wow, Sakura-chan is strong, and so are your daughter. As Sasuke smirked, you better believe it, though. As then they looked at Himawari. As Himawari then said, huh? Sarada-Nisan is strong. I wish I could be that strong. As the younger generation and the older generation saw, Naruto and his generation flinch at that. Mainly his mother and father and his older brother. Please, don't say that, Himawari. You're just good as you are. As they remembered a certain day when he ripped off the teddy bear of Himawari and paid a certain price alongside with Naruto. As then time went on, the spar came to an end, and let's just say Itachi was surprised but was disappointed with the Sharingan user ability. You need to work hard on your Sharingan, Sarada. Otherwise your strength is complete. But you were fighting a genjutsu all this time. As when the genjutsu dropped, Sarada gasped as she didn't move from her place. As Itachi appeared, you all were in a genjutsu, he said, looking at the all generations gathered there. You really are a prodigy, Itachi. As then Sarada realized just how awesome her uncle was. As Sasuke was the only one who was able to detect and break the genjutsu alongside with Naruto, the grown-up ones. But the younger were still caught in it, alongside with Sarada. Anyways, as the story moved on, Yashi wanted to test his grandchildren ability. As then, he said, why don't Neji and young Hinata have a spar with Boruto and Himawari? As Boruto then said, it'll be awesome, what do you say, Uncle Neji? As Neji then thought, fine. I will show you why you are a defected idiot. At this, Boruto got angry as Hinata was facing Himawari. But Himawari got mad as well. And suddenly, Byakugan flashed to life as everyone gasped. A 4-year-old girl activated Byakugan at such young age, and it was purest Byakugan they have ever saw. As Himawari then said, lock on, and on mark, Boruto dashed away. Yeah, not happening, I'm out of here. Good luck, Neji-Nisan, Boruto said. Wait, what? And without warning, Himawari dashed. As Neji has activated his own Byakugan, he was quite surprised when his Juken strike was avoided by Himawari's and still made it to the mark. As in the center of his stomach, he was met with Himawari's Juken strike on instinct as he fell unconscious then and there. Yashi was surprised by the sudden movement and saw that how Boruto and Naruto were scared shitless even in the Hokage form. And so were the older generation scared of the girl. She has the potential of a brute monster, and the second Kushina incoming as well. As the older Hinata said, Himawari, calm down, as she moved towards the younger Neji and placed a palm and did something that was quite surprising, opening a Tenketsu point on Will. As after the Tenketsu point of Neji was opened, he coughed up a bit of blood and got back up. Wow, that was a powerful strike. As after that, she calmed down and her eyes turned blue. Neji, Uncle Neji is quite rude, Kaha-chan. He's talking to Boruto-Nisan like he's some idiot. You big meanie. As Neji then thought, she may be little, but she is cute, I gotta give you that. As he said, come in, Hime. Why don't you and I go for a walk? And I'll buy you a present as well. Awesome! As he and Himawari got the permission and walked out. As Neji was happy that he was connecting with the main branch that he thought. But wait, if Hinata married Naruto, shouldn't she have the cage bird seal? And then he remembered Hinata's dream. Maybe she was able to achieve it. If she was able to achieve it and I died in the process, then I didn't die in vain. He was happy. And after their meeting, suddenly a light blinked. As the turtle then said, battery recharged. As Naruto went on with a dash and appeared with Himawari there and Neji. It looks like our time has come. You have been given the knowledge about the future. Please do not share it with anyone else. And Didi, beware of Orochimaru and Kazekage. As Orochimaru appeared, dropping the skin, I already know. I have told him, as I was informed by Mitsuki, my son. As Orochimaru appeared, as everyone was tense, don't worry. I have read his letter that he sent to me through Snake. I know what I need to do. I'm sorry, Sensei. I didn't mean to kill you. I forgive you, Orochimaru. Just please don't go rogue on me again. I promise. Well, at least I got one of my students back. It's time for the other two to come back eventually. They will. Both Sakura and Naruto said. Really? As then, Hiruzen realized something. Sakura had 100 healing marks on her forehead, and some of the Konoichis were quite jealous. You became Tsunade-sama's discipline? Tenten, for one, was absolutely jealous of this. Yes, I was her student firsthand after she became the Godaime Hokage. Sakura-chan, you don't have to tell them that. Well, you told them the whole story about the war, but you didn't tell them about who's going to be the next Hokage, and they already know that you're the 7th Hokage, Naruto. Yeah, if Tsunade is the 5th, and I'm the 7th, then who's the 6th? Don't tell me it's Teme. No, it's not. It's actually Kakashi-sensei, Naruto said to younger Naruto. As everyone looked towards Kakashi, as Kurone then said, oh boy, we're doomed, the pervert is a Hokage. As Kakashi then said, oi, I take that as offense. Please do not roast my Icha Icha books. If you want to roast me, I will take them with pride, but do not roast Icha Icha. See, he's a pervert. As Kakashi then said, what I'm gonna do with my life? It was against my will, okay? I tried to, with the help of my students, save the world at least. Well, all of you were under Genjutsu, he said, because he took offense of Icha Icha as well, no matter how older he was. As Guy then said, my youthful rival, you really have that disgusting taste in those horrendous books. They are diminishing your youthfulness. No matter if you become the Hokage, we'll still have our challenges. Tell me about it. You still do the same idiotic shit even now, Guy, even though you're on a wheelchair permanently. As they entered the time, as in front of them a portal opened this time. This is new. This didn't happen once we arrived. Maybe it's Turtle's feature, as the older generation saw Konoha's image, the new Konoha's image, and they gasped. Konoha was such a populated village now, it looked like a city. It was bustling and it looked more advanced than before. And they saw a train track and a train moving towards. What's that? Oh, it's a train that was invented by our genius scientist. It helps us to travel goods from one village to another. It is connected throughout the 5 nations. You mean, yes, we achieved peace and alliance with all and every nation. Well then, I hope we you all are able to achieve a better future than us. I mean, we are happy and all, but we still miss our loved ones. I hope you can prevent them from dying. You too, Orochimaru. And Kabuto, you turned a new leaf as well. I know you're listening from a hiding. Don't do what you're thinking of doing, because it will only lead to your own demise. As with that said, all of them entered their own dimension and closed the portal. As the portal closed, Naruto grabbed the turtle, and from him it was grabbed by Hinata, and Hinata gave it to Sasuke. As Naruto then said, "Hina-chan, what do you think you're doing?" "I'm giving it back to Sasuke-san because he will keep it safe, because you two are idiots who lays around and puts their stuff anywhere they want. Yeah, I wouldn't trust that turtle with Shika as well." "Ah, what a drag, you troublesome woman. What do you mean you wouldn't trust it with me? You're lazy as fuck." As everyone just chuckled and had a wholehearted evening that night and went home. And tomorrow was going to be their tuning exams, and they were going to prepare hard, as Boruto saw how their younger generation had fought and heard the whole story, and he let go of the scientific tool and was going to aim at the tuning exam with his own willpower. You better believe it. This is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing out. Peace.